Growing up, there was something infatuating about the past. The world my parents experienced, and the one that I missed. For some reason, I could never explain why I was always drawn to the era right before mine. The 90s.
And we say, goodbye 80s, hello 90s.
There was something oddly magical about the time right before the internet was accessible in your pocket. Before the digital world could light up a society in high definition, and before 9/11 could destroy our innocence. But it wasn't just the culture. It was the cars.
Stay with me.
Hardbody 4x2 less than the most powerful standard engine of any leading truck in its class. It's a new symbol for quality on the V8 offered in the class.
I love old 90s vehicles. There's something different about them. Something honest, mechanical, and real. They remind me of a time when technology was not only simple, but reliable and kind of charming in its limitations. But the car industry, it's definitely changed, and not for the better. America's obsession with comfort, convenience, and credit has created a debt-fueled crisis, one that's destroying the very soul of the automotive experience. Let me introduce you to Ivy and Barington. Two cars that in their own way represent everything that I dreamed of as a teenager. Ivy is a 1994 Lexus ES300 with a 1MZ FE V6 engine and 177k miles on the dash. I picked her up for $800, and despite some minor damage to the trunk where the previous owner's son backed into it, and a bend in the hood where she also smacked a deer, she's mechanically sound. Barrington is a 1997 Nissan D21 pickup, equipped with a 4-cylinder KA24E engine, a 4x4 drivetrain, and a 5-speed transmission. My first ever manual and project car. These cars remind me that there's a remarkable quality to analog technology. It wasn't flashy, but it worked. Whether it was my dad's old Accord with a manual transmission and crank windows, or the neighbor's Camry that just never seemed to die, these machines had character. Of course, my parents never thought very much of them. Dude, it's just a Civic. That's what my mom said when I would point one out. To them, these cars were mundane, a leftover from an era that they were tired of. But to me, they were practically a gateway to freedom. I couldn't afford the car scene back then, not even close. But the dream stuck with me. A garage, a manual car, and the time to make something out of nothing. Here's the reality. Passion doesn't always make financial sense. I used to have a 2012 Honda Civic. It was the smart, safe car to own. It was reliable, smooth, and pretty affordable when I had to work on it. But then I did sell it, and I took that money and dropped it into a 90s hardbody truck. No, it was not logical. But every time I start her up, I feel something that the Civic just never gave me. These cars, they become part of you. You'd think after 25 years of technological innovation, cars would be cheaper, probably more reliable, and hopefully easier to maintain. Instead, somehow we've gone backwards. New cars are bloated with tech that nobody ever asked for, impossible to fix yourself, and cost as much as a house. The average American now holds over $23,000 in auto loan debt and will buy, on average, a total of 9 new vehicles in their lifetime. Why? 2 reasons. Because nothing's built to last anymore, and nobody wants it to. It's all comfort first, ownership second, and society honestly promotes this. People want something that's new and exciting, something that advances the industry forward every single year, whether it's the latest iPhone 17 model or next year's Ram TRX. However, advancement doesn't always equate to benefit, especially for the average consumer. Toyota, Honda, Nissan, these brands used to mean something. In the late 80s through the early 2000s, they hit a perfect balance. Efficiency, reliability, simplicity, and just enough soul. The LS400 ran for millions of miles. The Toyota pickup in its 22 RE is still practically unkillable. Today, even these brands are slipping. Cheap materials, planned obsolescence, CVTs that grenade after warranty. And guess who's left with the responsibility to either pay the bill or find a new vehicle? There was an elegance to Japanese engineering. Things weren't overbuilt, they were well built. You had access, service manuals, and a community of owners that actually worked on their vehicles. Compare that to now. No dipstick, just oil level sensors, completely sealed transmissions, dealer-only diagnostics. We lost the freedom to even understand our own machines. These cars aren't just relics, they're opportunities. For people who can't afford a $700 a month payment, an old Corolla could be life-changing. Restoring and recycling these vehicles isn't just smart, it's moral. Because many of them still have hundreds of thousands of miles left to give. Rather than tossing out multi-ton vehicles like disposable vape batteries, we should treat them with the economical respect that they deserve. If you own one of these cars, take care of it. And if you're lucky enough to drive one, appreciate what you have. Because these machines, they might be the last cars that take care of you even after you stop taking care of them. Adios.